It was a gusty evening when Lisa first heard about the abandoned house 3 streets down from her new apartment. Despite warnings from her neighbors, her curiosity got the better of her, urging her to explore the secrets hidden behind its dilapidated walls. Lisa was always a skeptic toward the supernatural, dismissing ghost stories as mere lore. The house, however, had a reputation that none of the locals could ignore. Everything that disappeared inside it was never seen again. Undeterred, Lisa set off. Armed only with a flashlight and her phone, she cautiously approached the old Victorian mansion. The front porch, rotting and groaning under her weight, threatened to collapse. She took a deep breath and pushed the heavy, creaking door open. Inside, the air was thick with dust and mildew. The once beautiful wooden floors were rotted, and cobwebs draped from ceiling corners like macabre decorations. Each step Lisa took echoed through the corridors, amplifying the silence. As she made her way through the darkened halls, her flashlight beam danced on faded portraits and broken furniture. Then she saw it, a mirror that seemed out of place in the decay. It stood nearly 6 feet tall, with an intricately carved frame. Drawn to it, Lisa moved closer, and that's when she noticed something strange. The reflection in the mirror wasn't hers. At first, she thought it was a trick of the light, but as she moved, the reflection remained still. Her breath caught in her throat as the figure began to move on its own, an eerie shadow that seemed to beckon her closer. Against her better judgment, Lisa reached out to touch the glass, but her hand passed through it as if entering another dimension. Panicking, she tried to pull back, but an unseen force gripped her wrist painfully and pulled her in with a violent yank. Inside the mirror was a void, a dark universe filled with whispers and shadows. The world she knew dissolved around her. Each whisper grew louder and more sinister, wrapping around her conscience like ghostly chains. Lisa realized too late that she was now part of the countless souls lost to the mirror, rendered nothing more than a shadowy figure doomed to lure the next curious soul. The house, once condemning in its silence, now seemed to breathe with dark satisfaction. It had claimed another victim, and outside, in the real world, no one would ever know what happened to Lisa. Except for those who might hear the faint, eerie echoes coming from the mirror when the wind was just right.